State auditors flag a substandard road and an unpassable bridge in Ilocos Norte, both Duterte-era projects by the Discaya firm St. Gerard. Authorities say a policewoman and her 8-year-old son were brutally killed over a car scam. The flood control corruption scandal leads to 550,000 construction jobs lost in 2025, leading to a standstill unemployment rate. The United Nations raises the alarm over the expiration of the treaty that curbed nuclear proliferation. And Rappler flags a false post that claims the Aphelion phenomenon will cause colder than usual weather in the Philippines until August. State auditors raised concerns about two Duterte-era road and bridge projects in Ilocos Norte, valued at over 300 million pesos combined, traced to the controversial Discaya couple-owned St. Gerard construction. The first project is a 220.86 million peso concrete road in Adams, Ilocos Norte. The Commission on Audit says the project showed concrete scaling and surface deterioration. It was reported as completed on April 30, 2019, but during an inspection on July 11, 2024, auditors found it had not been turned over. The second project is a 101.27 million peso bridge and road project in Dumalneg. It was described in the COA report as currently unpassable by most vehicles except motorcycles. It was also listed as completed on April 30, 2019, but was found unusable during a COA inspection on July 18, 2024. Auditors also flagged inconsistencies in documentation. While St. Gerard was listed on the contracts as part of a joint venture with Viking Construction and Supplies, the Discaya firm did not appear in the DPWH Ilocos Norte 1st District Engineering Office Project and Contract Management application. Policewoman Diane Marie Mollenido and her 8-year-old son John Ismael were killed in Novaliches, Quezon City over what police believe was a car scam. Car agent Pia Katrina Panganiban and her husband Christian Panganiban, a dismissed police officer, are tagged as primary suspects. Diane Marie was allegedly shot in the head by Christian, while John Ismael was allegedly suffocated to death by the couple with a plastic bag over his head. 4 suspects were arrested: the couple, their helper Hildy Jr., and Christian's sister Maribel Panganiban. Interior Secretary John Vic Remulla describes the Panganiban couple as having psychopathic tendencies or having executed the crime with their 3 children in another room of the house. He adds the couple even brought the kids along in their Toyota Fortuner when the suspects disposed of the victims' bodies. NCRPO spokesperson Police Major Hazel Asilo also says the case is already considered solved as the police have gathered sufficient evidence to charge the 4 suspects.
I think this is a slam dunk case. Sa mata ko lang tingin ko tapos na tong kaso to. Certainty of conviction na to.
National statistician Dennis Mapa says the flood control corruption scandal led to historic lows in construction activity, leading to 550,000 construction jobs lost year-on-year. Mapa adds around 258,000 were also lost in the transport and storage industry. The Philippine Statistics Authority notes job losses in the construction sector offset the service sector's gains from the holiday season. This led to the Philippines' unemployment rate standing still at 4.4% in December 2025, equivalent to 2.26 million Filipinos. Meantime, the higher cost of utilities and rent pushed inflation to an 11-month high of 2% in January 2026. This is higher than the 1.8% recorded in December 2025. MAPA says adjustments in yearly rentals usually begin in January, thus the increase. He also notes the increase in prices of meals in restaurants or eateries as factors. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas meantime acknowledges the weakening outlook on domestic economic activity and declining business sentiment due to the infrastructure corruption scandal. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres calls the expiration of the New START Treaty a grave moment for international peace and security. New START, which ran out at midnight on Wednesday, February 4, capped the number of strategic nuclear warheads that the United States and Russia can deploy. It also caps the deployment of land and submarine-based missiles and bombers. Guterres says Wednesday, quote, "For the first time in more than half a century, we face a world without any binding limits on the strategic nuclear arsenals of the Russian Federation and the United States of America, the 2 states that possess the overwhelming majority of the global stockpile of nuclear weapons." He also urges Russia and the United States to negotiate a new nuclear arms control framework without delay to, quote, "prevent a return to a world of unchecked nuclear proliferation." A social media post claiming the Aphelion phenomenon, which will cause colder than usual weather in the Philippines until August, is false. The post warns the public of prolonged cold weather supposedly caused by the increased distance between the Earth and the Sun. But State Weather Bureau PAGASA says Aphelion, or the point at which Earth is farthest from the Sun, does not affect the Earth's weather. Seasonal changes on Earth are primarily influenced by the planet's actual tilt, not its orbital distance. PAGASA also explains the cool weather experienced in parts of the Philippines this January is caused by the northeast monsoon, locally known as Amihan. Aphelion is projected to occur on July 7, 2026, not January 2026 as the post claims. Johns Hopkins Medicine and The Conversation say colds and flu are caused by viruses, not cold weather. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. For more updates, download the Rappler app.